Hey, what is up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of EJRC Outdoors. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, what is a wilderness first responder? What's a wilderness first responder program? What is the certification? Maybe you're just a little bit confused about the whole thing. So what I'm going to do in this video is tell you about my personal experience taking my first wilderness first responder course that I took this very summer about 2 months ago, and it was by far the coolest thing I did all summer. Going into it, I had a little bit of hesitations. I was not sure what I was getting myself into. Leading up to the course, I didn't even know what a wilderness first responder was. I'd never heard of a wilderness first responder. I didn't even know it was possible to get this certification. I'm somebody who had no interest in anything medical, but this was one of the coolest learning experiences I've had in my life. So let's jump into a little bit more about becoming a wilderness first responder, or a woofer, as they say. Alright guys, I hit play on the fire. It was paused for some reason. But let's explain first what a wilderness first responder is. Basically, this is like a level of medical training. So think of like nurse, doctor, EMT, not comparing a wilderness first responder to any of these because those take way more training than this. A wilderness first responder certification takes only 1 week, and basically when you get this certification, you become a wilderness first responder. Just like if you took EMT classes and graduated, you would be an EMT. This takes only 1 week, so it's kind of baseline medicine. But it taught me a ton. Someone who really never knew anything about medicine, it teaches you a ton just about basic first aid, actually a little bit deeper than basic first aid than you would get in a first aid course, and how to treat problems that you're gonna come across in the wilderness. So let's get to this part. Why is it called a wilderness first responder? The course is designed to teach people who work, live and play, I think is what they say, in the backcountry. So, anyone who likes backcountry skiing or hunting or mountain biking or going camping out in the middle of Alaska for 2 weeks or whatever you dig, if you're going to spend time alone or with other people away from front country medical services, like you can't call an ambulance and it can't be right to you in 10-20 minutes, this course is great to have. This is going to teach you what to do if your buddy breaks his ankle right while mountain biking, or what to do if you are throwing up constantly, and what it could be if you're out on a hiking trip and you get diarrhea. What are the possible causes? It teaches you how to treat all of this kind of stuff, how to figure out what it is, how to prevent this stuff from happening, what to do if it is happening, how to get help, how to evacuate, problem solving, and all types of other things. So I want to go into a little bit about the problem solving, because this was one of the coolest things about the course that I took. Now, I took my course with this company called Colorado Outside. If you're taking the course, I would highly suggest Colorado Outside, but there's a ton of other companies that take it if you can't find one of theirs that fits your schedule. So the instructor, Daz, Darren Stokes is his name, but everyone calls him Daz. An incredible dude, has been in search and rescue and has been a rafting guide, or I don't know, he rafts a lot, whatever. But he's done all these things in the outdoors, and he is really experienced and an amazing teacher. He has like a no bullshit, but also like cares for students type of teaching that really I vibed with and I really loved. So we're back to the problem solving thing now. What they do, you're not just sitting in a classroom all day. It's a very intensive 1 week program. It's just 1 week, but it's really intensive, and you're doing the work and learning the entire time. Mine was from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and then you had reading or homework at night. So it would take up your whole day. You couldn't have your phone during the class. You could have it, but just for emergencies or lunch break and stuff. But you weren't just sitting in a classroom the whole time. You were spending a ton of time out in the field during these scenarios where Daz would take our class out there, and the classes are usually pretty small, like 12 people, and these are all really outdoorsy, cool people. So there's 12 people, and I took mine in Colorado. I would highly suggest taking it somewhere in an outdoorsy environment like, because when you're in Colorado, it seems way more real. So we're on this mountain in Colorado. He takes us out there, and maybe, you know, a couple people are victims, and then you have to run in and figure out what's going on. He'll put like some paint on them to make it look like they're bleeding or their ankle's broken, a fake bone, whatever, and you have to go out there and treat them. It's really cool. At the end of the program, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just say these scenarios get really intense and they make it super fun. You're in these scenarios and you think it is real. So the problem solving thing was really cool because that applies to more than just medical. It helps you think through problems, and you can use that in all aspects of your life. So why do you need this, you might say? Well, it should seem a bit obvious, but if you're going to be outdoors doing cool activities, and even if you're not, if you're spending any time outdoors with other people or by yourself, being a responsible outdoorsman or outdoorswoman is of the utmost importance. So you need to be able to take care of yourself. If you're on a mountain and you break your ankle, or you get a cut. Let's say you get a cut on the mountain, right? If you take this class, you should be able to look at that cut and tell how serious it is if you need medical care right away. Well, what if you're out on the mountain and you call search and rescue and they come get you, and then these people just risk their lives to come help you, and it was something you could have just fixed yourself, right? So there's a prime example of why this is important, and you just don't want to have to go through the hassle of any of that thing, and you want to be prepared because we want to live long lives and be able to do more things in the outdoors, right? So hopefully now you guys have a little more understanding of why this is important. In conclusion here, a wilderness first responder is basically just a level of certification. It's a 1-week course that I believe any outdoorsman or outdoorswoman, whether you like hunting, fishing, hiking, backpacking, snowboarding, skiing, I don't know, skinny dipping in ice water, whatever it is, you should get this. It was super cool just learning in general in life as we move out of high school and college and become adults. It's super important to keep being educated. This taught me so much just about medical stuff. Beyond backcountry use of it, I just had no idea of any medical understanding of the human body. Now I feel like I get at least the basics. So it's a wonderful course. I would highly encourage anyone to take it. Take it with Colorado Outside. Daz is a great dude. I hope this explained a little bit more for you guys of what a wilderness first responder is, and you know, all that. If you get the certification, it will help you. There's some jobs that require it. Some of those types of outdoors centric jobs actually require the certification, and if you get it, maybe you'll figure out you want to go into search and rescue and you want to do more, get your wilderness EMT or whatever. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Check out some more of my videos. And I will see you guys on the next episode of EJRC Outdoors. Peace out, y'all. Keep living adventure style.